Hi everybody, welcome to video number 2. In the last video we have successfully extracted the data for the first row, and now we want to write a simple for loop in order to be able to extract all the data of all the rows. Okay, so be with me, it will make totally sense in a few moments. So my approach for this one is the following. I want to create an empty list for each and every data point. That means I start with the name. Okay, this is an empty list, and this is here the convention of an empty list. Okay, so we have a name, then we have the city, afterwards we have the completion year, then number 4, what do we have? We have the height. Number 5 is the amount of floors. Okay, empty list here. Then we have the material, and finally we have the function. Okay, first of all we have the empty lists. Then we want to write a simple for loop and append all the data to the relevant lists. And you will see here a lot of this is now the logic from the previous video, but I want to show you what I mean by that. So let's go ahead and do it. So here I would want to choose one iterative variable. It's I in this example. So for I in results. Okay, so for I in results. And as you can remember, results holds 100. So 100 results or 100 rows. So here, let's make it short. Here we have all the results which are necessary for us. Okay, and as you can remember, here we have used index number 0 to get access to the first result, and so on and so forth. Okay, so now we don't want to choose a certain index, we want to have everything here. So for I in results, what we want to do is the following. Let me just first provide a comment here. And then inside this for loop, I want to append all the results, okay, inside this name list here. Okay, and if I scroll up, you see that this is the logic we have used for index number 0. And now let me just make a click here. So we have made use of this logic here. We can actually copy this and apply it for the for loop. Okay, this is what I actually wanted to show you. Once you have set up the basics, you can go ahead and copy and paste this code snippet here. So copy that, go down, and now here we have for I in results, name.append. Okay, so here dot append, and I have to mention this one. So I dot find all. Okay, this is what we want to have here. So first of all, let me run this one, and I want to show you what results we get. Let's run it. No error message. This looks fine. Let's print out the name list. And you see here that now we have all the 100 buildings. Okay, let's make a cross check. We start with Burj Khalifa, and the last one is the Shimo International Plaza. Let's take a look here. What is the last one? It's exactly this one here. So that means this logic works perfectly fine. Okay, and the remaining stuff we actually have to apply the same logic to this other empty lists here. So let's go ahead and do it. Afterwards we have the city, and first of all let me just provide these comments here, or actually I can just copy paste them to save some time. Okay, we have the completion year, then we have the height. Afterwards we have the floors, paste it here. Then we have the material and the function. So highlight it, paste it here, copy paste. Okay, this looks actually fine. Next we have city. Okay, again this is the empty list here. City.append I for the iterative variable. Now let's scroll up and let's see how this logic looks like for the city. It's this one. Okay, copy it, go back down, and paste it here. Okay, next one is the completion year dot append. Then we have an I. Scroll all the way up, then highlight this one, copy it, go back down, paste it here. Okay, the same applies for height, and you will see this is actually a repetitive task. And yeah, so all things right now are copy-paste, and this can actually save us some time. Okay, now we are inside the height list, which is this one, right? So let's go ahead. Where is the height? It's here. The logic looks like this. Copy that one, scroll down, paste it here. Afterwards, we have the floors. So floors dot append I dot. So it's this one, right? Copy this part, go back down and paste it here. Then we have the material dot append I dot. And I don't want to skip it because this is actually very important right now. And once you got this concept, you can apply it to all your other projects. And finally, we have the function dot append I dot. And this is actually the snippet we want to copy and paste it here. All right, so this is actually it. This is what we want. Let's run the cell. Let's see, we don't have an error message. This looks fine. And actually I want to, let's say, let's make cross-check. If I go for the floors list, let's see what we get. So let's run this one. And you see here we have the list of all the floors. Okay. And now I have appended all the necessary data inside this list. In the next step, we have to make use of the pandas data frame. And as you can remember, we have imported pandas here. And now we can make use of it and append all the data inside the data frame. So we can take a look how our data is actually set up. And afterwards we can make our exports. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. So here I want to provide another heading. Let's say it's pandas data frame. Okay, let's provide it as a heading here, and this should actually look good. So df buildings, this is our new variable here. So df stands for data frame. Df buildings equals to pd dot data frame. And now we have to work with key and value pairs here inside this curly braces. So our key in the first example is name, okay, and the value is actually this name list here. Okay, this is right now the logic, quite straightforward. So the next one is the city, and the value here is the city list. Number 3, we have the completion year, and actually let me just show you how we can save some time. Copy the completion year here. Okay, put it inside the brackets here, colon, and then paste it again, just without brackets, okay, to save some time. This is our heading, or our key in this example, this is our value. All right, next one, what do we have? We have the height. Copy the height. First of all, it's a key, colon, this is our value. Afterwards, we have the floors, copy that, paste it here, colon, paste it here again for the value. Then we have the material, C, material, copy it, paste it here, colon, paste it again. And last but not least, we have the function. Okay, copy that, paste it here as a key, and now also as a value. All right, let's see. I run the cell, no error messages. Let's print out the data frame. And you see here, this is actually what we wanted to get. So we have all in all 100 rows. Here, this is the data frame. We see the first 5 and the last 5 results. Everything in the middle is not visible here in this moment, but once we extract the data, we will definitely see it. but for now this is what we want to have. And you can compare it. Here we have actually successfully stored this table data inside this data frame. Okay. And now the remaining part is the following. We want to export everything inside CSV, Excel, JSON, and Postgres. But I would say I can make a cut here, and I see you in a few moments in the next video. So stay tuned and see you there.